Hi everyone, welcome to my Wednesday Live at 5. I'm Lynn, for those of you that don't already know that, and I'm really pleased to have you joining us today. So as always, the session is going to be all about learning from some incredible people in our community and hearing some real stories from those that built their careers into the Salesforce ecosystem. So tonight, this morning, wherever you are in the world, I'm delighted to introduce you to our community champion for today, who is Alice Aksoy. Alice is a Salesforce developer, currently working at Market Security, and her journey into Salesforce began after moving to the United States, where a friend introduced her to the platform. And she hasn't looked back since. I love that story. She started her journey through self-learning on Trailhead, where she quickly discovered a passion for solving challenges and building her technical skills. Alice has joined Supermums as a volunteer, so thank you for that, Alice. She is one of our community champions, where she's excited to support others, especially through product specialist Slack groups that we have. And she's giving back to the community to help others grow, which, you know, we absolutely appreciate everyone that does that. So thank you. And she now works across Sales Cloud, Service Cloud and Agentforce. What a great mix, bringing a developer's perspective to building impactful Salesforce solutions. So Alice, it's great to have you with us today. I'd like to start if you would like to introduce yourself in your own words, please.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Lynn. And hello, everyone. I'm so happy to hear. I currently live in United States, and moving there was honestly the turning point in my Salesforce journey. Before moving, I was working as a data analyst, so already had a strong foundation. I understood data, business processes, and CRM systems. That background really helped me when I first discovered Salesforce because so many things made sense to me quite quickly. When I first arrived, I had left my job, so I had time to focus and think about my next step. My close friend introduced me to Salesforce and encouraged me to give it a try. I started self learning on Trailhead, yes, and honestly, I never looked back. Yeah. I got my first role as a Salesforce admin, and from there, I just keep growing. Today, I'm working as a Salesforce developer. I have almost four Salesforce admin certifications, and also I am completed my master degree in computer science last year.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you. It has been an incredible journey, and I'm really proud of how far I've come.
You absolutely should be so proud of yourself. And, you know, I speak to people every day and they don't know what to do. But, you know, from your perspective, you mentioned that a friend introduced you when you moved to the US. What was it about Salesforce that made you fall in love so quickly?
Yeah. I think my data analyst background really helped me
Yeah.
here. I already understood what CRM means, managing customer relationships, tracking data, understanding business needs. So when I first opened Salesforce, I didn't feel completely lost. I could see why things were built the way they were. But what really made me fall in love, what it was the challenges on Trailhead. Every time I solved one, I felt so proud of myself. And I realized that Salesforce combines everything I already loved: data, logic, and problem solving, but takes it to a completely new level that excited me so much.
I love that. I love that. And I think you're right there because, learning, self-learning is very, very good. Well done for that. I couldn't self-learn, which is why I originally signed up and did the course with Supermums for the structure. But when you talk about learning through Trailhead, and don't get me wrong, I love Trailhead. When it's a rainy day on a Sunday afternoon, I'll often sit down and do some Trailhead because it's just great to keep up to date, lifelong learning. But learning through Trailhead can be both exciting as well as overwhelming. What did your learning journey look like in those early days?
I started completely on my own, using Trailhead every day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, yeah, I always say Trailhead is like Salesforce's own university, I think. Everything is there and it's free. Because I had a data analyst background, some concepts came naturally to me. I already understood, yeah, data structure, reporting, and how
Of course.
business use CRM tools. That gave me a head start. But Salesforce
Yeah.
is so much bigger than just data. There are automations, custom development, integration, many things. So I still had a huge amount to learn. What really kept me going were the challenges on Trailhead. I absolutely loved them. Every time I completed one, I said I felt this sense of achievement that pushed me to keep going. I earned my first certification as a Salesforce admin, and that moment gave me so much confidence. And right now I'm here.
That again, that confidence, I love that word because that is something that I watch people in my current job. I watch them go from zero to having that confidence, and that is so important for me.
Mm.
And you said that you especially enjoy the challenges on Trailhead, which is not something that everyone says. But what do you think those challenges helped you to develop yourself as a future developer?
Mhm. The challenges on Reddit are so important, and I don't think everyone realizes that. When you do a challenge, you are not just reading information. You are actually doing something in a real Salesforce environment. You have to think, problem solve, and figure things out yourself. That's exactly what developer do every day. The challenges taught me how to stay calm when something doesn't work, how to look for answers, and how to be patient with myself. They also give me confidence, because every time I say it many times, I completed one, I proved to myself that I could handle more. I really believe the challenges are where the real learning happens, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And I think, you're now working as a Salesforce developer. What an incredible journey. And for those who are watching who might not be familiar with what you do, what does a typical day in your life look like?
Yeah, my they usually start with checking my email, uh, and open tickets and tasks from the team. Then I jump into my main work, and honestly, every day looks like little different depending on what I am working on. It could be writing Apex code to build custom features or automate complex business process,
Mhm.
or working sometimes sliding web components to create custom UI elements, or setting up or create build flows to automate tasks without writing code. And quite often, I'm also working on integration between Salesforce and other systems.
Okay.
I really enjoy that variety. You know, it keeps every day interesting and pushes me keep learning. As a Salesforce developer, I receive requirements and tickets from the team, and my job is to turn those into working solution as cleanly and efficiently as possible. But my day doesn't stop at work. Whenever I get the chance, I make sure to spend time on Trailhead to keep learning. Right now, I'm very focused on Agentforce and Data Cloud. I also built my own personal project, and I try to attend Salesforce events whenever I can. Yeah.
I love that. I think, you're so right. Continuous learning is so important. Keeping yourself up to date, relevant. I think you have to keep reinventing yourself as you go. But you work across Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, and Agentforce. So, can you tell us a little bit about how you use these products in your work and
Mhm.
what solutions you're building?
Of course, I use Sales Cloud to help manage sales processes.
Okay.
Things like tracking leads and customer relationship, and I build custom automations to make the sales teams work easier. With
Okay.
Service Cloud, I create solutions that help support teams handle customer cases faster and more efficiently. For example, automating case assignments and building custom dashboards. I have I have experience with Experience Cloud, which I use
Oh, okay.
which I use for building portals and communities. And
Mhm.
there is Agentforce, yeah, which is honestly my favorite right now. I use it my for my master capstone project last year. Also last year, I joined an Agentforce hackathon where I built my own project from scratch. It was called Mortgage Assistance with Agent.
Okay.
I didn't win, but I learned so much things. Yeah.
You said back at the beginning how proud you are, and you absolutely should be so proud of yourself. I'm proud of you talking to you today. So, just from your perspective, what are the key skills someone needs if they want to move into a developer role within Salesforce?
Technical skills are essential. Apex,
Hmm.
Flow, SQL like this. But I actually think having a strong analytic mindset is just
Hmm.
important. In my case, my data analyst background gave me a huge advantage. I was already comfortable with logic, data relationship, and understanding business requirements. As a developer, you take those same skills and use them to build solution. You also need strong communication, being able to translate technical things into simple language for your team. And the most important thing, consistency. Keep learning every day. Even if
Absolutely.
it's just 30 minutes. That daily habit really makes the difference.
That's such a good tip. I think it's all about switching your mindset to, no one knows everything, but
Mhm.
continuous learning, like we said. And another word that you've said, I love words. So confidence is one of my favorite words. You also said, communication, and communication is key, I think, in whatever you do. So
Mhm.
looking at your journey so far, what would you say has been maybe the most exciting or rewarding? You can do either, exciting or rewarding, part of your Salesforce career to date.
Uh, it's hard to pick just one.
I knew you'd say that.
But I think the most rewarding parts has been my personal growth. Starting from zero, learning everything on my own,
Well
uh,
done.
being an admin, then growing into a developer role. That journey means everything to me. At the same time, completing my master degree in computer science felt like a huge achievement. And the Agentforce hackathon last year was such an exciting experience for me. I built a project from scratch, and I was so proud of myself for even trying. But
Well
actually
done.
being here today as as Superman's community champion, that is also a very special moment for me. I
It is
love
for us. We appreciate you.
you.
And I suppose on the, looking at that, I mean, that's, great to hear. And like I said, I know I'm repeating myself, but you absolutely should sit there so proud of yourself. But on the flip side,
Mhm.
what about the something that you found particularly challenging when you were transitioning?
Mm, I think yes. I want to be honest because I think it helps people to hear this. Even though my data background helped me understand the logic behind Salesforce, learning
Yeah.
about actually writing code was a completely different challenge. I had never been a programmer before.
Wow.
There were days I sat in front of my screen thinking, I cannot do this. Some days I actually cried. Yeah, but I gave myself permission to take breaks when I needed them. And when I came back, things started to make sense. My background helped me understand what the code was trying to do, but learning how to write it took really real time and patience. The key is the never give up. I think.
I love that. Never give up is, again, making so much sense today, because that is the crux of everything. Everyone needs to realize when they're learning something new, stating the obvious, I know, but you never know it until you know it. So just keep learning and keep getting those skills. But let's talk a little bit about you as a community champion. This is fantastic. And this is what we are so pleased about, is that so many people are giving back. So they're becoming community champions in Supermums, and they're giving back. And we absolutely appreciate everyone for doing that. But what would you say, how important is community when you're learning Salesforce?
I think community is everything to me. When I first started, I was learning completely alone at home. But when I discovered the Salesforce community, everything changed. I am part of several Salesforce community groups on WhatsApp, on Trailhead, at events, and they are incredibly helpful. When I'm stuck on a problem, I ask in the group, and someone else always help me. And I do the same for others now. Community is not just about motivation; it's about practical help too. You learn faster when you are connected to people who are on the same journey. That's also why I joined Spar Moms as a community champion because I know how much it means to have someone by your side when you are starting out.
Yeah, and if I completely agree with you with that, because community is everything. And like I said, you are very clever to have learnt it on yourself, on your own with Trailhead. Like I say, I love Trailhead and I still do it. But for me, who had no technical background, other than being an end user in my previous role, I think I needed more structure and I needed to be surrounded by a community or people that were on the same journey, as you say. And I think, like you say, Super Mums is a community within a community. You've got the Ohana of Salesforce, the family. I think, community is absolutely everything. But for someone just starting out today, what advice would you give them?
My first piece of advice is just start. Don't
Yeah,
wait
good
until
advice.
you feel ready because that moment might never come. Trailhead is completely free and very beginner friendly, so there is nothing to lose. Start with the basics and please don't skip the challenge. That's where the real learning happens. But I also want to be honest, this journey is not always easy. I didn't always smile. Yeah, some days maybe me too. I cried. Yeah,
Oh no, I don't want to hear that.
some problems felt impossible. In those moments, I gave myself permission to rest. Yeah. And when I came back, yeah, I said the answers were there. The most important thing is never give up. I never gave up, and that is why I am here today. I really hope that inspires you.
You are absolutely incredibly inspiring. Alice, it's been a joy talking to you today. So, thank you so much for sharing your journey and insights. It has honestly been really inspiring for me to hear your story, to hear how you've come throughout your career, and your curiosity and the community has absolutely propelled you forward. I can see that. I'm sure, I'm absolutely certain that our community and the people that are watching today have absolutely felt inspired by you. You've given some really, really valuable advice. And especially for those that are just starting out, I think it's so important to have people like you who can share the joys with the tears along the way. So I think that, thank you for that. Um, and thank you to everyone that's joined today. We'll be back next week with another community champion. So would you like to say anything before we say good? I say good night. It depends on where we are in the world. But wherever we are, would you like to add anything before we finish up?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm happy to hear. Yeah, thank you.
Great. And obviously, if anyone would like to connect with Alice, I'm sure she'd be more than happy for you to find her on LinkedIn. I will actually drop in the chat, I'll drop her LinkedIn so that you can absolutely join her. Come and find me, come and find Alice. We are all here to help you. We're all here to support you. And if you're just starting out, we look forward to watching you on your journey. So again, thank you to everyone that's here today, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you.